Hello, welcome to beautiful balcony views of Bequia. We dropped anchor in Bequia for the day, and I will take you ashore with me and first of all show you lots of tender views. I have to say I was very impressed with Seabourn, and these were usable water bottles. So you pick up a water bottle as you get off the ship with your towel, and then when you get back on the ship you drop it back by the towel bin. There's like a table to drop it back on, and they'll wash them and refill them for you to take off at the next port. As we've been to Bequia a few times before and really loved it, we decided to visit a neighbouring island and go to Mustique. I've been wanting to visit Mustique for years. We went on this catamaran, and it was a short excursion organised with the ship.
Signs that says watch your head, watch your step, keep that.
So, note to anyone that gets questions about getting wet on a yacht or a cat trip, don't sit where I sat. I got absolutely drenched, but it's lovely because it's absolutely refreshing and nice. Dave and I got soaked, and another gentleman. But the other people are acting like water is like, I don't know, poison. I don't mind getting all wet. And I gave everyone a laugh. As newbies to Seabourn, we were invited to a intimate cocktail party to celebrate choosing Seabourn. It was great. There was a singing, dancing, lots of canapes. It was a pre-dinner party and we met lots of lovely people. After dinner, we headed back to our cabin just for a freshen up. We had some chocolates, a lovely red rose, the Herald newspaper for the next day, and a breakfast please ordering form. I've not ordered this, it's just arrived. It looks delicious. It smells minty. Being a really small ship, there's no theatre per se. There was a show lounge, and the entertainment was brilliant.
Now, we did have a lady a few cruises ago. She had 5 passports. She was a bit dodgy, but we let her on board anyway. So let's have a lovely round of applause, our nationality breakdown. We have one guest from Finland, France and Croatia. We have 2 guests from Belgium, Bermuda, Switzerland, Denmark and Lithuania. We have 3 guests from Austria and Ireland. We have 4 guests from the Netherlands. I've seen 2 already. And also we have 4 guests from Sweden. Welcome, it's like the Eurovision Song Contest up here. We have 6 guests from Australia. Welcome, Australia. We have 8 guests from Poland. Welcome, Poland. We have 9 guests from Germany, Deutschland. Willkommen, Deutschland. Though we shoot up to double figures now, we have 49 guests from Canada. Any Canadians in? 1 out of 49, thank you so much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've not seen this before. We have 222 guests from
Iowa.
Say Iowa.
It's very precise.
From the United States of America.
But there's more Brits, I reckon.
Oh, and 25 from California, but that's another story all on its own. But also, ladies and gentlemen, we have 222 guests, the same amount from my home country, the United Kingdom.
Woo!
Now that was quite boisterous for the UK. Yeah, Chris, please don't mention me here, yeah. So actually, 220 from the UK, 222 from the USA. So welcome everyone. That's 543 guests from 18 different countries. We have in excess of 50 nationalities amongst our crew on board. And I always say, if only the world could get on how we get on with each other on board. That's another story.
Hi, I thought I'd come on here and briefly talk. What pillows are there? I might move over here. Yes, what have we done today? So today we went on a trip to Mustique. It was brilliant. I mean, the island itself is absolutely beautiful. It's a private island and the people who live there are lucky. They all between them own a business that runs the island. And the Martinique island I think that's what the business is called, really, that also runs the bar that we went to today. And yeah, it's beautiful. And they only allow, I think, 30 or so visitors. I don't know if it's a day or a week or what, but on the island. I think they can decide what they want and change it whenever they want, really, because it's their island. So the shore excursion, so Seabourn give you shore excursion tickets on the app, the Seabourn app. So that's quite handy. It's like a boarding pass, and tells you all the details. So yesterday we'd had a letter through into our suite telling us that they were very, very sorry, but the trip was going to go an hour late, and we were like, that's very, very fine, because we're shattered after our travel day. I'd already ordered breakfast that was coming at like 7, because we were supposed to leave at 8:30, but they changed it to 9:30, so we still had breakfast at 7 in the suite. But we then rested until it was time to go. So we met all on the ship in, well, the show lounge, I think. And then what did we do? So we check in there, they check our name, our suite number, and then we waited. And there were 27 of us going on the trip. 3 people had dropped out. 30 was the maximum, because that's the maximum amount of us commoners they allow on the island. We went all together by tender to a shore in Bequia, one of the Grenadines, St Vincent and the Grenadines. So we've been to Bequia before on a shore excursion from St Vincent, so it's nice to be back. It was the same, the Prince, I wanted to say Princess Elizabeth. Do you know what? I can't remember what it's called. Let me find out. Port Elizabeth, that's it. I knew it was something Elizabeth. So then our tender went there, and literally it was a jetty with Club Med were in as well, so they had a little tent up, and we had like an umbrella on a chair. We then waited, and the Fast Cat sort of boat that we were getting to Mustique then came onto the tender quay and let us on, and then we got on and we sailed away. So it was nice. It was a big boat, and there was lots of us spread out. So going over to Mustique, it was a little bit rough, and I was sat there. I had a linen shirt on and my denim shorts over my swimming costume, and we hit the hugest wave, and water just kept coming. I don't know if anyone has seen the video of one of the Royal Caribbean ships that's recently listed as it was going to save someone on a raft, and all the water from the swimming pool went through the promenade deck they have on the inside, Central Park I think it is, was pouring down the side of the balconies there. Basically this wave was like that. It came from nowhere, and it absolutely soaked me. Absolutely, like soaked to the skin. Now luckily I had a swimming costume on, so that was no bother, but my linen shirt's completely soaked, my denim shorts completely soaked. My bag, I managed to not get that wet. I think I had all the wetness. And then Dave next to me got absolutely soaked too. And these Americans, bless them, were like, oh my God, are you okay? And I was just laughing, because it was fun. I got soaked, and it was hot, and it was refreshing, and it was fine. And we'd been having the spray like all the way on, but never the water like this. We just hit a wave at the wrong point, I think, and yeah. And this lady, bless her, because after that I was like, beep it, we're having some rum punch. So I went in and got us some rum punch. In fact, the rum punch might have been before, I can't remember. But anyway, went to get rum punch, and she was like, I love you. You got like absolutely soaked by the sea, and you're just like, nah, oh well, have a rum punch. I'm like, who am I going to get angry with? The ocean? Like, that's not going to get me anywhere other than like miserable. So it's hilarious. And then they're just continuously going, you are our queen. You just sat there and took all these waves. But I'm like, why am I going to get angry about it? Like, you know, what can I do? And it made everyone smile. And then they were like, oh, it's so funny, you just sat there. And I'm like, what am I going to do? I'm absolutely soaked. I'm not gonna go and sit and make some, because like I was sat in a puddle and everything. But no, it was great fun. Then, so on our way to Mustique, we had lots of crew on this little boat, and we had a tour guide with us as well. She told us little bits, but I couldn't really hear her. She was very gently spoken, and the sea is loud. The gentleman, he was very loud, so we could hear him, and he was telling us who lived where. So it's interesting. Yeah, he was showing us Mick Jagger's houses, Tommy Hilfiger's houses, yeah, showing us around, and all these other private families. The Guinness family, they own a few houses, showing us and telling us how much it would be to rent them. There was one that was $5,000 off season for a week, and I think that was the cheapest, and it was probably like a shed or something. I mean, it looked quite impressive from afar, but maybe it wasn't close up. But 5,000 is like super cheap for Mustique. Oh, Martinique, that's tomorrow. For Mustique, yeah, there's a lot of money there, a hell of a lot of money. And so after he showed us some bits and pieces and houses, we then docked at the main dock, which again is like a little jetty. And then he told us that we had lunch like paid for in, what's it called, Basil's Bar, or Basil's Bar if you're American. Half the ship are, not half the ship, 220 of the ship are, and 220 are British, and then 49 are Canadian, and the rest are from all over. That will be in tonight's vlog, probably before I've spoken. You'll have heard all that spiel from the cruise director. So we were given lunch. Lunch was lovely. We sat on a nice table for two with a window behind us overlooking the ocean. We had grilled chicken breast in like a sandwich burger bun with chips, and the chips, there was loads of them. They were very generous, and we had soft drinks as well included, and then we treated ourselves to a pina colada each. They were strong. I mean, I love my pina coladas, and it was nice, but my God, it was strong. So we then had water. Seabourn, as I will have shown you, give you reusable bottles for water. I don't have one here because you give them back. But yeah, really good idea. We actually have the big versions of it in our cabin for water and sparkling water as well. That is something that the other cruise lines like Azamara and Seabourn, who I've cruised with in the last couple of months, they need to take heed and start doing things like that. Getting rid of the single-use plastic, or even the plastic that needs recycling. Just I don't get people to create it and then there's less plastic. Anyway, I'm not going to rant too much about that because I don't understand a lot about it. I should educate myself, but I do know that single-use plastic is not good. Then what did we do? Oh, then after we went to the beach. So the beach was just outside Basil's Bar, and it was a beautiful beach, very sandy and beautiful ocean, and it was calm. And Dave has recently bought like a face snorkel mask, so he was trying that out. The people that were snorkeling around said there wasn't much to see. It was amazing though. I was just standing in the ocean and this fish was swimming around me in circles, so I was kind of following it around. Yeah, so there were fish you didn't even need snorkels to see. There were also turtles, loads of turtles. I've never seen that many really. There were lots dotted around, but we saw them more from the boat rather than swimming. But there were some kids that swam out much further and were snorkeling, and they were seeing turtles. You could hear them. They were French, but you could hear them getting very excited about turtles. Then we left Mustique and got back on the yacht, and there was one punch of flowing. One of the American ladies was very drunk, but very sweet, and declaring undeniable love for me and calling me the queen of the boat because I just took being absolutely soaked. But again, I was like, what am I going to do? I can't get upset. Then where did we do? We sailed back to Bequia, and then Bequia, yeah. And then we got the tender back. people were getting angsty that the tender wasn't there waiting for us. I'm like, oh, please, love, you're on holiday in the Caribbean. We could see the tender was coming. Do you know? It's like, chill. Then the tender ride was quite short anyway. It was like 5-10 minutes, and my little friend fell asleep on my arm. Her husband's mortified, bless him, but they were so sweet, and there was absolutely nothing to be mortified for. She was lovely. They were all lovely actually today on the trip. We chatted with a few people and they were really nice, mostly in the ocean. It was funny, one lady was like, where are you from? I always say Wales, but I live in London. And she was like, Wales, that's where that Wixie Hammy place is. I was like, Wrexham? Yeah, and then I was like, oh, Ryan Reynolds, Disney Plus. Yep, I downloaded that. I was meant to watch it on the plane, but I got caught up watching, I can't remember what it's called, but it was all about divorce lawyers on the TV a few months ago. Watched that instead, because it was on the BA system. But yeah, I've got the Ryan Reynolds buying Wrexham to watch. She got so excited about it. You're fucking Wrexham. Yes, I am. Yes. So then we got back on the ship, and then we came back to no, we didn't go back to the cabin. We went right to the very front of the ship, where there is a whirlpool. There were some people in the whirlpool, but we sat down on the sun loungers there. And then I remember watching someone's vlog thinking, I'm sure there's a minibar fridge around here somewhere, out on deck, right at the very front of the ship. And I found it. Oh, it was great. And it had, so it says water, but then when you open it, there's like all the soft drinks in there, so it's great. And towels as well. So we sat there for a bit, and then we came back to our cabin. We got ready because we had a cocktail party for new people to Seabourn, so that was good. And then we had a captain's like welcome board thing, introducing his officers. Then we started chatting with a lovely couple from Derby. They were very nice. They're telling us how they'd accidentally, their sat nav had taken them along the North Circular, and they were self-proclaimed, that's the word, self-proclaimed country bumpkins, which, you know, I was before I moved to London, so I'm all for the country bumpkinness. But they were saying how their sat nav had sent them along the North Circular and they were petrified, and I was like, yeah, I'd be petrified driving along the North Circular too. They were very sweet, very nice people. I hope to bump into them again. Now, they went off to the grill. They had a reservation there where we are eating tomorrow night. And then we went to the patio for dinner, which was lovely. And I will have probably already shown you the meal. And then we came back to our cabin briefly and found they'd left us a red rose for our anniversary, bless them. I assume it is anyway. What else did we do? Oh, we'd just been to see Harry the piano, a show. He was very good, very talented man playing the piano in very many different ways and styles and different songs, and yeah, he was really good. If you see him on the ship, go and watch him. And we sat there at a table, and then it was quite quiet, to be fair, but he's doing another show round about now, and sat down, and one of the waiters came along, and on his tray, I think I'd said to Dave, oh, look at that green stuff, I wonder what that is. And then he immediately put it on our table, and I was like, oh, thank you, what's that? It was grasshopper. It was delicious. Mint, creme de menthol, is it, and creme de cacao, and oh my god, really nice, really nice. It was in like a little thimble glass, so you felt like you weren't drinking much. I did not taste alcoholic, which it clearly was very alcoholic. Yeah, Dave's kept getting refilled, and it was, have a nightcap, madam. Yes, they were very nice. I shall be having another grasshopper, definitely. I mean, the colour's a bit questionable when you're drinking it, but it was very nice. And I just love that the waiters just bring you a drink, do you know, and put it there if you like it. And yeah, first impressions really of the first full sea day of this ship are great. My only not criticisms, observations in relation to Seabourn, Silversea, because that's the only other ultra luxury line I've cruised with so far. Silversea beats Seabourn on short excursions because short excursions are included in the initial price. That's how, I mean, that's great. Now, what else was there I was saying earlier today? I've forgotten, so it can't have been that important, hey? Oh, that was it. Something really, this is really petty, but it's a difference. Drinks coasters here, like nasty paper ones. On Seabourn, like cloth linen ones with Seabourn written on them, which you don't need. There's no need, but it's just the little touches. And also, so we get molten brown stuff on here. Now, it was Bulgari stuff on Silversea, which was incredible. And you could use as much as you wanted. Whereas here, they're a bit funny about their molten brown. And like, molten brown is lovely, but it's not, it never strikes me as an ultra luxury brand. It's very nice, don't get me wrong, I like molten brown. But yeah, Silversea win on the toiletries, and also Silversea let you use toiletries here. So it's this little note. Actually, I think I've got it here, let me get it. So there's little things of these, like travel ones in the bathroom that you can use, not shower gel, shampoo, conditioner, body lotion. So then there's this like little sign that says, excuse me, Seabourn's proud to offer molten brown's luxury bathing fragrances to enjoy during your time on board. To indulge in these amenities at home, please stop by our retail shop. Should you prefer the convenience of purchasing the fragrances provided in your suite, we're happy to add the retail bill to your final bill. So we have no little shower gels or bath gel? I don't know, bubble bath. So, and there's this bottle, which is a full-size bottle that was on the side, but it had this next to it. So I was saying today, you can read it in two ways. You can read it as in, you can use this whilst you're on board, just don't take it with you. Or if you take it with you, we'll charge you. Or we'll charge you for it anyway. So I wrote our cabin steward a little note going, with this by it, going, can I use this for free or not? I mean, this cruise has been, I think it's about £11,000. It's a lot of money. A lot of money. An obscene amount of money for a holiday. But yeah, you know the spiel. I see people die every day. We are very lucky in a fortunate position where we both work very hard and have good jobs and have worked our way up and don't have children and have disposable income, and we're very, very lucky, very fortunate, and realise we are so. Okay, before anyone sends me abuse. However, spending that much on a cruise, I expect to be able to use some shower gel. So we'll see how this goes. I mean, this is like, I don't know, I sometimes buy the rhubarb and rose one. I think it's about 20 quid for this, maybe a bit more. But in the great scheme of the cruise, I was like, oh my God, please let me have some shower gel. We'll see how it goes. I don't really want to be charged for shower gel, but it does smell very nice. I don't think this isn't the Seabourn one. The Seabourn one, which we have shampoo and conditioner of and body lotion of, smells beautiful. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. We have a trip tomorrow, snorkeling trip in Martinique. We are stopping in Les Trois Îlettes. The captain's Italian accent. Let's just say in the announcement it said that we're going to the toilet tomorrow. We were like, what? What's he talking about? That toilet? Yeah, we're not going, well, we are going to the toilet tomorrow, we're human, but we're not going to visit a town called the toilet. It's the Trois Îlettes, which is opposite Fort de France, where we've stopped before. But the last time we went, there was a medevac at 3 o'clock in the morning, of which I was awake, so we got up and went and had a look. Anyway, I digress again, it's bedtime. Thank you for watching.